Hi, Doyle here for AnonymousGeek. What we're looking at today is the new Hearthstone adventure, Curse of Naxxramas, specifically the Arachnid Quarter adventure. You can see here from the menu that they didn't actually add a new fourth button yet. They did make some new changes to the solo mode. So this is clearly where your more or less raids will be held from now on. And then who knows what that fourth button's going to be. There's some speculation, but we're not going to get into that here today. Now here's some really well polished animations. With the adventure mode, these guys really take their time doing this stuff, and it shines through. I chose to actually do all of the adventure mode that I've been able to complete, so you know, the Arachnid Quarter so far, with my standard mage deck, which is more or less a control deck. Now the purpose of this video isn't really to guide you through the process. We have an article all about that on our website. You can check that out. So we are going to kind of kick up the speed here to get through this battle. There will be some very important things that we'll actually want to highlight, and we're going to start that here. Most of the bosses actually seem to be kind of like dual wielding powers, and you'll see right here, the first boss actually has access to mage cards. And in just a moment you'll actually see that the first boss also has access to warlock cards. So in addition to their generic Naxxramas cards and their specific to them boss cards and special boss abilities, they also have access to your good old trusty spells that you're familiar with. And from here you'll see there's some more great pop-up little animations for the adventure mode, and you'll also see that you do get a quest, kind of like a quest reward, a loot drop if you will, from every boss as you beat them. The Grand Widow has a really interesting hero ability. You pay 2 mana and she basically gets to fire 2 missiles at you, or she gets to fire a missile at you for every card in your hand. So if you're used to having a really heavy hand, that's going to punish you against the Grand Widow. And something else I noticed while playing the game, and I initially thought it was just because my laptop was trying to record this video and didn't have a lot of hard drive space or, you know, really great video card, so I thought it was just lagging because of that. But it seemed that the adventure mode just was purely lagging yesterday a lot, so hopefully that's something that'll change. Okay, here in just a second you're going to see that the one of the cards that the Grand Widow can use is actually a priest card. There are other cards you can use, and we'll get to that in just a second. But I'm also going to highlight another card that's very individual to her, and it's a creature that gives her the ability to attack as long as it is on the board. And here's that card right there. That card becomes a nightmare in heroic mode, by the way. Hey look, in addition to priest cards, she also has access to warrior cards. So she almost has sort of some of the best of both worlds. And it seems that she uses way more warrior cards than priest cards. The only priest card I've really seen was the Dark Cultist, which definitely fits with the theme of who she is. After beating the Grand Widow, it seemed pretty clear my mage deck was pretty solid to go on standard adventure mode. But as you will see in a video later, that not so much on the heroic mode. The heroic mode really forces you to prepare a very specific deck, and not even necessarily staying with the same hero. You will probably have to change heroes to be able to survive and actually win. At this point, I'll also add that while I had been recording on my laptop, I did have the opportunity to switch to my desktop, and I took that. So there will actually be slightly better video, but the aspect ratio will be different, and there will be music. Arachnid actually beat me the first time. I just read the quick description and thought, well, you know, I kind of had the battle figured out.
You asked for it.
Boy, was I wrong. It was still a long battle, but yeah, she took me down in the end. Not so much this time because I had already seen the fight and knew what her abilities were. And we'll see here. And you'll actually see that she has access to hunter cards. So she has green cards and shaman cards. And the new shaman card, Reincarnate, or you know, she really uses that with these death rattle guys to really fill the board up and try and overwhelm you with as many, you know, spider type creatures as she can. Which is actually, with all these cards being beast type cards, I can actually see that there's probably going to be a sharp rise in hunters, new hunter decks and stuff, because it may even come to the point of overpowering, because hunters have so many beast related abilities.
Impossible! This is not over, puny mortal.
Finish the Arachnid Quarter all together on standard mode. You actually get Naxxramas. So you get a nice legendary card, and then you unlock class challenges. And we will have those in a later video too, because I actually went ahead and run through both of those after going through heroic mode and getting stomped. You can click the button there to subscribe, and you can click the button there to see more. We do lots of Blizzard stuff. So thanks, and please subscribe and view our channel.